to Radio Ripple, the show that amplifies local voices and explores the vibrant world of community radio in Zimbabwe. I'm your host, Michelle, and I'm excited to take you on this journey from promoting local talent and culture to driving development and social challenge. Community radio plays a vital role in Zimbabwe, and I'm excited to be joined by a special guest from MSU Radio, Tinashe. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you so much.
So today we're basically going to be discussing what is the role that MSU Radio plays in this society. First of all, before we get into it, I'd like to know more about MSU Radio.
Okay, thank you so much. MS Radio is a community station that is located in Zvishavane, and it is broadcasting in Zvishavane and surrounding areas in Gweru at 90.3 and 101.7 FM. And we are trying by all means to make sure that we are producing something that is quality to the Midlands region.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You heard it from me, guys. If you're not tuning into 90.3, then what are you doing? So you guys said that you promote local talent. What type of talent have you promoted so far?
Okay, first thing first, in the region, we have young talented artists out there. We have the musicians, we have the poets, we have almost everything is in Millions is rich in almost everything. So far we have groomed some of the future presenters. We are located in Zvishavane, we have a campus there.
Yes.
So it will be easy for us to promote our own students to be tomorrow's stars. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I
So
understand.
it is our role to make sure that we teach them what is radio, what is radio and what is television. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that's an obvious case that we are grooming our own students.
Okay.
Exactly.
So basically, from what you've just told me in this moment in time, you're basically saying that you groom students to become radio presenters of tomorrow. So out of these radio presenters, I'd like to know like probably one or two of them, because most people don't know the presenters. We just know that they are presenters there, but what are their names and what have they done? Have they gone out there and said that we are part of MSU Radio, or we were a part of MSU Radio, we have been trained well? We'd like to know more about that.
Okay, for example, if I may say the names, if I may mention the names, if you go to 3K TV, we have this other guy who is Tundere Mahoto.
Okay.
We have this other guy from ZTM Prime, his name is the radio comrade Tinashe. And we have Domi Chiosa, who is now a CEO of Lyrics.
Nice.
Exactly. So those are our products, and we are very, 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 very.
I can see you're very proud.
Of these guys.
Are they shining stars?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, as a community radio, what challenges have you faced? Like coming up from the ground up, I know so many radio stations struggle with finances. Like, how did you guys manage to do it?
Yeah, first thing first, we are still young. Yeah, you are still young, and we are growing. At the same time, we are competing with the elders. So we are trying by all means that we compete with the elders while we are growing. So you can understand the tension there. You understand, right? So, as well as we are trying to go to them and seek for the way to go, but they know we are competitors, we are a threat to them. So it's so easy for them to misguide us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we have many challenges. First thing, these days radio, I can say, there is TikTok, there is whatsoever. People, they rush to TikTok rather than the radio stations, you know what I'm saying? So the audience, sometimes we struggle to have the audience, you know what I mean? So we must have the high marketing strategies that will enable us to make sure that we enhance our audience, you know what I mean? Then the economic challenges that is in Zimbabwe, we are experiencing here in Zim, right? Money, exactly, money, whatsoever. And as we are employing, there are certain barriers that we can't even conquer ourselves, you know. So you just experience that people will just leave us and try to seek for better opportunities out there, you understand? So we end up losing our own talent, you understand what I mean? So then, you know, as we are growing, you sometimes you have to explore, and sometimes you have to make mistakes and then correct. So we've made some mistakes that are now being a very, very huge challenge to us. We can't even override them, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we are trying by all means, and we are trying, and we are making sure that at the end of the day we bring something that is best, and we will conquer our competitors.
That's interesting. Yeah. So as a radio station, as much as you talk about competitors and all, what has the community done for you? Are they accepting? Do they listen to your radio? Can you tell how many people are listening to the radio station and the streams?
Yeah, for now.
Africa's biggest tax event is here. The Executive Tax Summit 2025, brought to you by the WTS Tax Matrix Academy. Under the theme, Building Resilience Through Sustainable Tax Strategies.
Expect groundbreaking insights from tax professionals across Africa.
Join our panel of prolific and highly skilled professionals from across Africa and gain global insights.
Cutting-edge strategies, high-impact discussions delivered by Africa's brightest minds.
For more information, contact the following: marketing@taxmatrix.co.zw.
The Chairman, Board, Management and Staff of the Broadcasting Authority of Zimbabwe joins the nation in commemorating National Youth Day on February 21, 2025. This important day provides an opportunity to celebrate the invaluable contributions of young people to our nation's past, present and future. We recognize the vital role youth play in shaping Zimbabwe's destiny and applaud their energy, creativity and innovation. As we honor the legacy of our former President Robert Mugabe, whose birthday this day also marks, we reaffirm our commitment to empowering the next generation. The Buzz believes that a vibrant and engaged youth is essential for the growth and prosperity of Zimbabwe. We encourage young people to embrace opportunities in the broadcasting sector and contribute to the development of a diverse and dynamic media landscape. On this National Youth Day, the Buzz wishes all young Zimbabweans a day filled with celebration and inspiration. We are confident that the future of Zimbabwe is in your capable hands. As we celebrate, let us also appreciate the commendable achievements made by the Second Republic of opening up of the airwaves, which has been an important step towards promoting universal access to information. Makorokoto Amhlope, congratulations. Broadcasting Authority of Zimbabwe, celebration and expression of our cultural identity through broadcasting.
Of community radio, and I was asking our guest, Tinashe, who's in studio, welcome again, that has the community been accepting of you guys on the radio station? What have they done for you? Are they listening in, or they're just saying, oh, MSU radio is just a station, oh, we don't listen to that, we listen to your FM? Talk to me, Tinashe, what's going on?
Okay, honestly, I thought I told you that we had these guys, they know we are a threat.
Yeah.
You know. So once if someone notices that you're a threat, it means that you're doing something.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's true.
So to be honest with you, our WhatsApp platform and our text message platform is flooding. We delete messages almost every day to make sure that there is room for for the next messages to come in. You understand what I'm saying? So these guys, they'll be giving us feedback. You guys are doing it great, but you have to make sure that you do this way, do that this way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be honest, these guys, they are giving me us vibes so that we can the energy to make sure that we continue transforming communities.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they're tuning into the radio then. Are they even requesting? Do you guys have like special shows where they call in to request?
Exactly. They are calling. I told you our message box is flooding daily.
That means you're
Every
doing something.
we are doing something.
And your competitors, FM radio. I noticed there's another station within the community. Have you ever done business with FM radio?
Yeah, we are trying to collaborate. You know, collaboration is better than competition.
Yeah.
If you collaborate, at the end of the day, we will be producing something that is top notch. You know what I'm saying? So we are trying to work with them. You know, they are our sisters. You know, we are in the same industry, but it's better to know from your elders rather than to explore on your own.
That's true.
Exactly. Then we are trying to make sure that we are correcting their mistakes. So they always come and say, you guys have to do this like this, and you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but for now, we are trying to make sure that we have joined shows so that if you tune into FM, you tune into MS Radio, you will just know that this is the same thing, so that we can have the audio engagement that is of quality. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So as a radio station, I'm just going to take it back a bit. You say that you work hand in hand with the IFM, or you're still trying to collaborate with the IFM. I wanted to understand in terms of like local community engagement. Have you guys done functions whereby you go into the audience and you talk to them, you listen to what they want, you discuss problems? Have you done that before?
Yes. If you go to our YouTube and Facebook pages, you find out that we've been in locations like Maglas and Formiram, Koba, talking to people.
Okay.
What do you need? Who is your best producer? What do you need? What do we need as MSU to be the best? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we are trying by all means that to make sure that our beloved listeners, they have engagement with MSU Radio. We are trying by all means to make sure that we are with them, and what they need is what is being broadcasted on MSU Radio.
I can see you guys are putting in the work.
We are trying. We just want to make sure that at the end of the day, we will be the best.
That
Exactly.
I can tell.
Because to be honest, you've listened to the rest. Now it's your time to tune in to the best.
Of course. I would
Exactly.
also want to work by MSU Radio. But anyways,
Please come.
it seems interesting to me there. So,
Definitely.
back to the topic at hand, asking about local talent. Have you had like musicians come up and be interviewed for you? You didn't mention much about that.
Yeah, we did. We did. I still remember. If you go to our Facebook page, if you go to our YouTube channel, you will. To be honest, here at the campus, we have a lot of artists.
Yes.
So they are always calling us, guys. We just need to come there, and we just need you to interview us. You understand? So we have a lot of artists. I still remember we have this other guy from campus. What's his name? A very young, talented young man. You understand? And at the end of the show, our audience, they asked us, please employ him because he seems to be good. You understand what I mean? Exactly. So we invited this other is it poetry or something or something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't heard much.
Exactly. We have this, what's this called? Radio drama.
Yes.
What was a drama? What was kids, to be honest? I see good drama, but I say I was too one, but it was also not kids. So we are trying by all means to make sure that we are
you're reaching out to the community.
Exactly.
I can tell. One familiar local talent, I wouldn't say local, but a great MC I've heard so far is, he calls himself MC Papi Moscow. I don't know if you've heard about him.
Exactly.
Is he still working for you guys?
He's still working for us. We have Scorpio No More Baby.
Oh, nice.
We have Tammy G. We have NG. And we have a lot of the students. They are doing great.
Ah, that's lovely.
And not only the students,
Yeah.
anyone within the community, they will just come to us and just we make sure that we value them, the content, make sure that it's okay. Let's put it on air.
So if I come, will I be able to also, get a spot there?
To be honest, yeah, because we want you guys to be
to be
the best,
I totally
So it's
agree.
part of training.
I totally
Exactly.
agree with that. As you've heard from me, community radio plays a vital role in amplifying local voices and promoting local talent. You've heard it here from Tinashe directly. And I'd love for us to work together to strengthen the community of radio stations in Zimbabwe, considering they don't have much attention. You know how everybody loves listening to the national radio like Star FM, Power FM. Also take a moment to just listen to MSU Radio 90.3.
Exactly.
Great. I'd like to thank Tinashe for taking your time out here to talk to us and tell us about, the role that you play as a radio station in the community. Thank you so much for coming, Tinashe. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Radio Ripple. And join us next time for more exciting discussions.